Got me up close and personal. Hello, good people out there. Welcome to Ballin with Day, January the 18th. Happy birthday, Lisa.
Happy birthday,
give a shout out to Miss Eliza. Yes, sir. All right. And shout out to Rest in Heaven. Today, too, was my best friend's birthday who passed some years ago. Happy birthday, Anthony Ballin. Yep, his birthday was today. Anthony Ballin, y'all. My brother. Miss you, man. Miss you so much. But so glad to be here another Sunday, Ballin' with Rich. And episode 234, just moving right along. And a little cold in the D this week, y'all. A little cold. Probably where you at too. Put them gloves on, that hat for real. I'm telling you. Yeah, learned my lesson. Yeah. Well, you know, I definitely not going nowhere without a hat. But as far as the gloves, I need them. Definitely need them. All right. And today we got a great show. Today is we're going to do our what is it? Hot topics / silly Sunday. We're just gonna be all out there, y'all. Just whatever's on your mind, whatever you're thinking about, or whatever you're in the need of. We're gonna talk about that today. All right. So and you know, I always have that great person to be here with me to get me going when we have those hot topics. You know, she always coming with it. You would have thought it was her birthday this weekend. She was out celebrating with Miss Eliza. So glad to have her in the building. Let me go ahead and introduce, y'all know her out there, Mrs. 2025 Engineer of the Year, Miss the Wifey Engineer, Monique.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, how's it going?
How's everybody doing out there?
All right. I wonder, well, I'm pretty sure Monet gonna keep me in contact with the game, what's going on. Yeah, I was watching that before we left. All right, so how's it going today?
It's great. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, I know you've been on the go this weekend, man, for real. Yeah, you have.
Yeah, but I was celebrating my sis. I'll be tired for my sis, you know. She always hanging out with, you know, always there for me, hanging with me. During my birthday, I would definitely not miss her birthday.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. One thing I love about Eliza, she gon' definitely when it's that time, she gonna definitely get out and do something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but we a little up there. I used to be able to hang like wet clothes. It was, and I had to go to work too. Like, so Thursday night I went to see my boy.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. And then I had to go to work Friday. And then Friday night I went out too. And then I had to go to work Saturday. It was like total chaos Saturday. So I'm a little tired.
Yeah. It is one of them Sundays, but so glad to be here with my peoples today. Yes, sir. Ballin' with Rich always. All right. Like my niece say, Rich, make sure you always say that award-winning Ballin' with Rich. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a call from her. Shout out to my niece Elmo. I'll be hearing from her later. You know, she's from Chicago, and you know them Bears, they play later on, so no, definitely we gonna hear from her. Yeah, I know she getting ready. She said Chicago just you know, just like how we were, you know, 2 years ago when everybody got on board when the Lions started winning. She said Chicago it's just going it's crazy. It's just crazy. Everybody with their orange and black on and just celebrating what's going on. That's cool though. It is cool when your team come out from nowhere to go ahead and just make it exciting. I mean, you know
what I do like about like us. I mean, we always support our team. You know. So with us having those, you know, last few winning seasons, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? We, you know, the Lions got diehards that'll support regardless, but it's cool when your team actually winning and got a chance.
Yeah. This year, everybody, I haven't seen, you know what, since we've been out of the playoffs, I don't even think I've seen a car flag or anything. like I had the last 2 years. I was like, look at that, come on,
gosh,
y'all.
yeah.
It's still football season. Where y'all gear at? I mean, I know the boys out, but still wear your stuff. Come on now. Yeah, I said, see, some of them bandwagons, you know.
Yeah.
I know it hurts. Because they should have been there. You know, they should have been in the mix. But you know, still represent your team all the way to the end. You know, y'all know how we do it. All right. Shout out to Miss Robbie Bowie. She said, "Hey, happy Heat family, happy Sunday." Hey, Heat family.
Hey.
All right, Miss Robbie, you got something you want to talk about? You know, you can definitely put in the comments because I know Robbie, you're not calling. That's one lady. I'm gonna get her. That's gonna be my goal this year, Miss Robbie. She gonna get on this show. She gotta come around this table one Sunday. I'm gonna get her on here. Yes, sir. But so always glad to have. Matter of fact, I think Miss Robbie got a birthday coming up too.
Yes,
so
yes, she does.
yes, Miss Aquarius. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That time, that Aquarius season. Yes, sir.
Aquarius season.
All right. So much been going on. So much been going on. We just gonna talk. We just gonna do like how we do. Like even if we were just talking without nobody even watching. Go ahead and just. So much interesting stuff been going on. Anything, Ms. Engineer, that's been on your mind? Any topic that you've been paying attention? Before we go into that, I gotta jump back to your weekend with her seeing her second husband, Genuine, seeing her husband. It was something when it was funny when I woke up from my nap and I looked at the phone and I saw the picture. I said, oh Lord, I gotta have she already got a nice little spot, y'all, in the corner with the picture with him years ago. Now she gotta have. It's gonna be two pictures. Gonna be two. That whole section gonna be the Genuine section. Yeah. But how was the concert? How was it? You know, seeing them again and. You know, his performance, because you know Genuine been performing for a while now. I mean, has the performance got better, still the same, or it's still enjoyable? You know, I mean, being his, you know.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it was great. I mean, of course, I'm gonna say that, but
yeah,
I always say that, but no, I mean, you know, one of the things he was saying when he was on stage is that he's 55.
He's 55 now.
Yes, and I mean. He still looks great. He still was moving around the stage and everything, and he had a spot in the show where he kind of got emotional. Sat down and got emotional because I guess you know, he just was overwhelmed because people, you know, still coming out and supporting, like, you know, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. I mean, you gotta. What's really cool about like artists like that, you know, people from like the '90s. That type of music is still relevant. You know. Yeah. People still
a lot of people. I say a lot of people. They out. You know, when those '90s and maybe early 2000s beginning, people out at them concerts.
Yeah. And
when they in town.
That's just a blessing to still be able to tour. And I don't think Genuine's put out new music. Oh gosh, it's probably been over 20 years. I know. He hasn't put out music in a very, very long time.
That is cool when you know artists. I think about some of our nice artists back in the '70s, from the '70s, who they still touring on what they was doing back in the '70s. You know, they really didn't come out with anything even in the '80s or later on, and they still can go out there in the '70s and people will flock, like, you know, the true musicians, y'all. True musicians, man. Don't even have to come out with nothing, y'all. You know that's nice.
Yes,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's cool. And it's kind of funny because I actually when they wanted to go, at first she wanted to go with us because. You know, with the internet, it's kind of it's a funny thing, but I know he probably like, oh gosh, I hate that part of it. But you know, the newer generation knows like him for some of the silly stuff. Some of the stuff that he's been doing lately. They've been going viral and everything. The stage, like the stage thing, and then you know him falling off the stage and all that stuff. So I was like, he probably don't like that part because he's like, y'all be playing with me or whatever he said that at the time. But I mean, it's still a little bit cool because, you know, it does make people aware of his music, even though, you know, he probably don't like people clowning him, but
was it a lot of did you when you scanned the crowd or when you ran into certain people, was it a lot of like younger generation? Was it a few younger people? Did you see any in the house?
Some people there that were younger than us for sure, but what was funny, one of our church members was there. She's much younger than us, and apparently she's a big.
Oh yeah, shout out to Miss Miracle. Yeah, Miss Miracle.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's I didn't see a whole bunch of young people, but it was probably. I'd say the crowd was probably. Maybe 30 and up. 30,
okay.
Yeah, 30.
Okay. Miss Robbie, she said, Monique, is he nice in person?
Oh, yeah.
You know she gonna say yes, Robbie. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the cool thing. When they were saying that they were doing pictures afterwards. So when I went with both of my sisters. My real sister, same mommy and daddy, Michelle, and then my sister Lisa. And so when we went to take the pictures, we stood in line, and I asked the people that were doing the pictures. I said, "Well, how many people can be in the picture?" And then they were like, "Well, just 2." And I was like, I felt bad. I'm like, oh gosh, what I'm gonna do, or whatever. And then both of them were kind of like, well, we okay. And I'm like, I want y'all to be, come to the picture with me. And and Lisa's like, go, let. So the first picture that I took with my sister, Michelle. And we took the picture and everything, and he was really nice and everything, and then he was asking, did we like the show and all this and everything. So we took the pictures. And we got to, like, when I met him the first time, it was crazy because we were kind of towards the end of the line this time. But when I met him the first time, I was like the first person he took a picture with.
He probably did that on purpose.
No,
that was on purpose.
So it seemed like they were rushing more the first time I took pictures. This time it kind of, they
kind of took their time
to talk to us. And so while my pictures was getting ready, Pumpkin, I'm saying people know her as Michelle Lambert. She kind of stepped out the line and she grabbed our picture, but I stood up there with them, and then I was like, I'm just gonna ask. I said, what are you gonna do? Say no? And then I was like, I said, it's my sister's birthday. I said, I was like, can she come up and take a picture? And he said, yeah. He said, have her come on. And so she was still like in the back in the line, and he was like, I was like, Lisa, and then he did it too. He was like, he told her, come on. So he had her, she was able to take a picture too, and we didn't have to even pay for it.
Oh, that's cool. That was really cool. All right. Shout out to my brother Genuine. You probably was trying to hold his hand or something. That's probably why he said, yeah, tell him to come on up. Yeah. So, see, she said, yeah, you heard that, y'all? See? Sean, he said, Sean said, no guest, sad, SMH, janky promotion could have came on. Yeah, you sure could have. You should. But matter of fact, we did have one, Sean, but you know how that goes, Sean. Gotta keep it rolling. We had a guest, I thought it was solid, but hey, it's all right. It's all right. Oh, Sean, he said, was it sold out? He asked, was it sold out?
Yeah, it looked like it to me.
It was sold out.
Yeah, I mean, like, we were on the floor. We weren't like actually on the bottom half of the floor. We were like kind of on the side, which I'm gonna really recommend those seats better because I love them. We were really, really close, and to me, the elevator part, you could see them better. So, but I didn't really see like up in the, like the balcony parts and all that stuff. So, but it looked like it was sold out to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool. Overall, it's just cool to when you go to a concert. that experience of just being at a concert, being, you know, checking out somebody that you enjoy seeing, you know, that you enjoy their music, or matter of fact, you know, theater, you know, favorite actor or actresses, you know, that you check out. So, you know, overall, great experiences to going out and just have a good time. Yes, sir. All right. All right. I got my brother Sean. He's watching. I got my girl, always Lisa G. She's watching. Y'all be sure to check her out Tuesdays, y'all. Detroit Press Play. Tuesday evenings, y'all. The place to be. I mean, they doing some great things on Detroit Press Play, on the podcast, behind the scenes. Just y'all be sure Miss Lisa Gator. Y'all make sure to check her out and her crew. Yes, sir. All right. All right. She said Ballin with Rich Hay family. All right.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so I'm so glad you enjoyed that, you know. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we got more concerts coming up. We're going
more concerts. Yeah, we're going to check out.
We're going to see New Edition.
Going to check out. We're going to check out Tony. I'm going to check out Tony Braxton next one. And then I'll be glad to see Boys and Men. I would love to see them too. I mean, I like New Edition too. You know, I'm not a. I mean, you know, I've always enjoyed their music, but I never was like a fan. You know, like some people, they'll let you know they're a fan. But I love them. You know, I've always, whenever they presented something, I'm like, yeah, you know, they cool, you know. But if I had to be honest about it, I think I would say I was a bigger fan of Boys the Men than them. But I was a bigger fan of Boys the Men than New Edition.
New Edition?
Yeah. Yeah, me. I mean, yes, I have been.
Yeah, well, this will be my first time seeing Boys to Men. I've seen New Edition millions of times, every version of New Edition, BBD, and then just Ralph and just Johnny, and you know, so I've seen New Edition millions of times.
All right.
And I've seen Tony once. When she came.
Okay, that's one way to see. And people, anybody that always tell you know Tony Braxton. When I make that list, they always say, you know, she's my second favorite of all time. So you know, I get a chance to see my second favorite of all time finally. All right.
And Boys to Men, I did have an opportunity to see them once. They were on a concert. It was with Hammer, actually.
Oh, really?
Hammer.
Oh, okay.
And they were supposed to be there, but that unfortunately, that's when their bodyguard got killed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's some years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I'm excited to see.
All right, Lisa, she said, "See y'all there." Oh, she gonna be in the building.
Okay.
She said, "I'm a fan of all of them." All right. All right. You know what? Me instead of wanting to take a picture of Tony, I'll make sure I take a picture with author Lisa when I'm in the building that day. Yes, sir. You don't get no better than Detroit Press Play, y'all. We got a celebrity coming in the house there. Yes, sir. All right, Robbie. She said, "Tony, that's my girl." I know T. I know Robbie.
She was
T.
Really good. She was really good. And like when we went to see her, she had just had like a health scare, so we were like afraid they were gonna cancel the concert. She came to the concert. She was great. So yeah, she was good.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. I got the wifey engineer in the building. Ballin with Rich, y'all. We here. So thankful to be here. Yes, sir. My brother Sean P. Yes, sir. I don't know why I keep hearing sad. I keep hearing that. Sad. All right. And so good for this weekend. You know, everybody knows what his birthday was actually this past. We got a call. Let me just call. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hey, I wasn't expecting to hear from you, but hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. What's going on?
Nothing. Just checked on the show. I was like, I'll call in, see what's up.
Oh, okay, so you cause I know you was gonna keep me up with the score. Houston, are they winning or what's going on?
At the end of the third, 21-16, 21 Patriots 16. I didn't even watch the third quarter because I didn't even watch the third quarter.
Oh, okay.
I may watch the last quarter, but I mean it was like 21-10 before halftime, so I think they got forced to like two field goals.
Okay.
Still not good, but
Okay. Yeah, they still in it though. That's at least they got some time left. So hopefully they come back. You know, I'm pulling all my teams. I'm mad. All my teams from the AFC that I wanted to go, they all out. You know, everybody know Pittsburgh. You know, I love my Pittsburgh Steelers, and they just got demolished last week. And then I said, okay, Buffalo, they got to do it. You know, I definitely want Buffalo, and that was a good game though with Buffalo. They just fell short yesterday. I really hate that. And this would have been a good opportunity because a lot of people, they were like, oh, well, Buffalo, they're not going to ever go make it because whenever Kansas City's still in it or whatever, they always putting them out or whatever. So they figured this would have been a golden opportunity too with them, and with them still getting put out is like, I don't know, Buffalo ain't going to get there. Yeah. Yeah. So what you up to, miss?
Nothing but to take that game off. Like I'll just get ready in case I don't know if we're doing anything. So.
Oh, okay. You still on your way to the 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah.
No, I went and got some chips.
Oh, okay. So
she went and got chips.
You went and got chips. So you about to work out the chips instead of okay. Hey, that's all right. It's okay to splurge every once in a while. Hey, that's all right.
That's funny.
So
what's a hot topic? What's keeping your interest these days?
Hot topics right now?
Yeah.
I don't even know what's happening. I guess the Grammys are coming up. And football. I mean, it's really just been football for me. I've been enjoying stress-free football. Nothing's on the line for me. So I can just enjoy.
Yeah, that's why I know with me, as far as the Lions not being there, you know, I'm used to that anyway as a big fan anyway. So it's like I can still enjoy the football, you know, even without them in it. But even though it's more better with them there, but you know, it's just like trying to find a team to root for who you would like to see, you know, make it.
Yeah, because I think that Bills and Jacksonville game, that may have been the first game where I haven't been like, oh, I can't watch it. I get up and leave. I actually sat and watched the whole game all the way through. So I'm like, okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. So, one thing I just wanted to ask you real quick, because I was just about to jump into it. As we know, you know, this weekend is celebrated as Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Well, actually, it's tomorrow. You know, his birthday was actually Thursday, but and you know, one thing I definitely want to ask you, especially with you being around that environment too, when you were in college and just overall, how did you and then people that that you've been around as far as the university, whatever, how is that feeling as far as the things Dr. King taught, the things Dr. King brought? Is that effect really still felt as far as like around the college life or you personally? How did you feel about that, Dr. King, his accomplishments?
Yeah.
Is it still felt or how is it?
I definitely think so. I mean, well, for being in DC, you know, the monument is there. But I think every holiday they actually have they usually do a game on that day. And I didn't realize, I guess they do it every year, but they play Morehouse every year on payday. So I've been to one of those games before and it was, you know, really, really nice. So yeah, his presence is definitely still felt. I know back when I used to do tours as well, we used to mention that, you know, at the chapel, you know, he used to preach on campus before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over at Howard, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it's good to know that a lot of the young people, some of the young people still have that feel about his dream or his what he really wanted to accomplish more while he was still here and the things he did accomplish, you know. I think, you know, me personally, I think his, I know some of the things, his dream is kind of really still felt, in my opinion. Because especially from growing up, I mean, I didn't go through the things that, you know, mom and dad went through or their parents, as far as go to a amusement park and they got a whites only bathroom, whites only drinking fountain, drinking fountain. You know, I didn't go through that, but still coming up, some of the things that us coming up, you know, it kind of got a little bit, just a tiny little bit better when we were coming up, and then now when we look at things like when I see you coming up, it seemed like it's definitely got to where, I mean, I know there's still places that you still, you know, you hear people like, well, you still can't go there or whatever, but now you can actually, from when we came from, it seemed like now certain things in certain places you definitely can go to, and I mean, at least, you know what I'm trying to say, Ms. Engineer, you know, places that we can definitely go to, or places that you can live now, you know, try to live, you know. At one point it was a definite you know, or yeah, right. But like I said, I see progress. I see some there is some progress. There definitely is some progress. Okay, yeah, that's how I see. Yes, Miss Robbie, she said, shout out to, y'all be sure to, this is Mrs. Kennedy. I'm telling you, man, y'all, Wednesday afternoons, you talk about a show, y'all be sure to podcast it at 6 p.m., y'all. I'm telling you, that's, you talk about, you want to be blessed, you want to hear some great stuff, some true stuff. My girl V, yes, sir. Miss Kennedy. Yes, sir. All right, Ken Robinson, he's watching. Robbie, she said, thank you, big brother, for actually calling him Dr. King. I've noticed people call it Martin Luther King Day. Yeah, even though that's what it is. But yeah, you know, I still like to just give that respect, you know. He said, Ken, he said, what's up, bro? All right. So, Miss Engineer, how do you feel as far as how far did we come? How do you feel about that as far as Dr. King, his dream? Do you think progress is being made, or do we got some ways to go, or how you feel about that?
Well, I definitely do see the you know, the progress that we've had over the years. I guess when that comes yes, I definitely see the progress we've had over the years, but I kind of just really wish that we would like have what we had back in the 60s still. I mean, we've come so far, but you know, back then it seemed like everybody would come together and would stand together on things. And I just hate to see kind of this. I don't want it to kind of, you know, we made so much progress and then we go back. You know what I'm saying? Like we made that. I mean, who would have thought? And that's why I was so happy to at least even my, you know, I really wish my mom could have seen it, for my dad to see us have a black president. And you know, and to see that black family in the White House, and then we almost had a you know, he was almost here to see a black female president. Unfortunately that didn't happen. But I mean, you think about that would have never happened. And you know, he actually got to see that because my dad lived through that. My dad seen Dr. King speak, and you know, and he was a part of, you know, the protests and all that type of thing. You know, he was around.
I missed those stories. Shout out, rest in heaven, Father Collins. Yeah, I used to hear it all the time. That's when this time come around, he would tell me something about what he got to experience, you know, and just his coming up too. Oh man, you talk about a history book, man. Father Collins, I tell you, that's what I miss so much about my father too. Richard Heath Sr. He, I tell you, when you talk about that's why I love. That's why I cherish the generation before me. I cherish them wholeheartedly. I really do. I love to sit. I just love to just hear the stories and especially for them, not just telling it, but being a part of it and just telling you what they, you know, I'm telling you, and it's so funny because I met a young guy last week, and a young guy, and he was just like, it was so funny. We got into a conversation. He was just like, you know, he said, I'm just turning 23. I said, oh, okay. And he said, I didn't even think I was going to even make it. And it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of sad when you hear young people don't even think that they're going to even make it to 20, y'all. It really is. But he said, I made it to 23. He said, I'm the only guy he said he is the only guy on his side of the family that graduated high school.
Wow.
Yeah, he was telling me. I said, "Oh, really?" He said, "Why?" And he was like, and he said, "You just look like a." He just told me. He just looked at me. He just said, "You just look like somebody that a very he didn't call me an OG. He called me at work they call me Unc. Hey Unc. But no, he just saw older gentleman, whatever. And he said, I just really want you to know. He said, I'm 23, and he's playing it to me. And he was just like, he said he just feel like the weight is on him from especially being the one who graduated, and then he's really doing stuff with his life.
Yeah.
And then he said he got them people in his life where they look up to him, and he enjoy it. But they look up to him, but he feel that he get kind of weary because he don't want to disappoint them. He don't want to. Since they looking up to him, he don't want to be the one they like. Oh, see, look what happened. And then he said he got those people like friends and stuff where they see that he progress or whatever, but they like, oh man, now you think you better than everybody,
Yeah.
So he feel, and I automatically told him about that part there. I told him, I said, now you gonna definitely run into that. Some of your homeboys and buddies or whatever that you done hung out with or whatever, and y'all tight. Y'all tight. I said, but that's gonna let you know if y'all really, really tight. If they looking at you and you trying to advance yourself, and you still being friends with them, but you trying to get yourself better. But and you got some people talk about now you think you better than anybody, or oh man, you selling out and all that. It's time to cut them loose. Seriously, it's time to cut. I'm sorry, it's time to cut them loose. I mean, you can say hi to them from afar, but keep advancing. Don't let nobody stop your progress. Especially God done put you in the place to try to advance yourself and be blessed. And a lot of us go through stuff like that. Some people in the past, some people, they want to just keep you, in that one space, And he, like I said, he was just talking about that or whatever. And the one thing I definitely mentioned him was and it really caught him. And he was like, you know what? He said, my grandma used to always say that too. I told him about the prayer. I said, whenever you feel that way, I said, seriously, go find you somewhere to meditate. Meditate and get that answer from God. I mean, really pray. I mean, pray about it. Just, meditate, cleanse your, And he was like, you know what? He said, I thought about that. He said, but since I definitely heard you say that, he said, I think that's definitely one of the solutions too for me. I said, hey brother, you definitely, And it's so good to, like I said, people always, our younger generation, it's so many of them that's trying to advance or trying to do the right things or whatever. I be getting tired of sometimes of just seeing certain people in our generation they automatically just cancel them out. I don't like that. Oh, and another thing too that he was like, he was like, he was like, you know what? I like what you said too. I told him too. I said, be able, like I was just saying about how I love to listen to my people that came up before me or whatever. I mean, listen, just listen. I mean, and he was like, you know what? He said that's something I definitely got to learn to do. He said, because certain people would tell him certain things, and he just got that thing where he just like, man, whatever, whatever. But it was just so good overall just to talk to the young brother and just to hear a perspective from, in the 20s. Because I'm gonna be honest, besides my daughter and some of her friends he hang around, I really don't communicate that much with people that, not on purpose, but we don't a dated all the time thing,
Yeah.
So it's so good to just hear from, the people of that age coming up. Yes, sir. And that young man, I told him, I said, you're going to be great. I told him, you're going to be great. You're going to be great. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, if y'all got a comment or question or anything, y'all want to talk about how y'all new year going, come on, call on in, 810-560-0658. So glad to be here. Like I said, another Sunday, Ballin with Rich. Third week of the new year?
Yes.
2026, moving along, right along. Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. shout out to my brother Ray. He said, "Hey, I'm Unc 2 now, or OG." I know Ray. Ray, it's crazy, man. I just walked in. I just came to work. I want to say when I first started really hearing it was this past falls when I really started hearing it. People were like some people would be on the that be loading the packages or whatever. They was like, "Oh, y'all better get some Unc stuff together. Get Unc stuff." I'm like, "Dang, they calling me Unc too." And got some people, they OG, my young brother, "Hey, what's going on, my OG?" You know, like, hey, I'm like, it's so funny hearing that. You know, when you the one up there now, you like, dang, you just hearing that. But it's so funny. But yeah, I get called that too, Ray. Shout out to my brother Mark Leonard. Yes, sir.
Hey, Mark.
I gotta get a poetry show going on. I gotta get Mark in here for that, man. I mean, Mark overall talent, but like I said, when that day when I heard that poetry style that he did, I was just blown away. Like, man, Mark, man, brother, you just talent, man, talent. All right, Ken. He also said, Ken Robinson. He said Dr. King laid the foundation, and we did have growth as a culture, but his message has been perverted and lost in today's society.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I agree with that.
And he also said education has watered down the true impact of his legacy family name. I definitely agree with that for real. Yeah, because it's so.
I mean, they're trying to, you see what this administration doing. They trying to, not even acknowledge it, and I mean, but you can't. We gotta stop that, and it makes you mad because I'm like, that progress, and I'm like, people need to speak up, and we used to do that, to kind of stop this, to come together and stop, just the stuff that's going on, I'm like, as is possible they let this man get away with everything,
one misconception I think a lot of people, some people have with Dr. Martin Luther King that don't really know, they just go by the certain things that they, I mean, I'm telling you, man, if y'all do some research or read, Dr. King was, they always like to compare Dr. King to Malcolm X.
Yeah.
But Dr. King, I'm telling you, he wasn't no joke, man. I'm telling you, Dr. King spoke some things, I mean, I know Dr. King was all about nonviolence, whatever, but he spoke certain things where, some people, like I said, certain speeches maybe you haven't seen or certain things, but he brought awareness where he brought it out where he was like, hey, I'm for my people, even though he definitely he's for everybody, but he definitely had a strong thing for seeing what was going on with the black community. He really did. He really did. Yeah.
And then I don't like, a lot of, with this AI and everything, they've been doing a lot of disrespect, and I'm glad they stopped that. Now they did speak, his family spoke up about that, and they kind of cut that out, where they were having him do all kinds of things, like he's standing up on stage doing comedy.
The flyers.
Yeah.
I remember that. I'll never forget that flyer I saw. Like he had the chain on. He had a chain on.
Yeah.
I was like, now see, you know what? I know people love to want to be funny, whatever, but something I think that's stuff like that. That's very
And then I seen one where he was in a wrestling ring and all that crazy stuff. So,
yeah. Yeah,
back in the day, that never would have happened. Yeah, we respected our leaders and everything.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure if Dr. King, if he was alive and saw something like that, he probably would have laughed himself though, because it's a good thing. But in another, I know what you're saying. In another sense, overall, I mean, just like you said, putting someone a leader like that in that position like that, that's kind of disrespectful. Matter of fact, it is disrespectful. It is.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Robbie, she said they are trying to erase everything, but it would never be erased. I agree with that, Robbie. They are. They really are.
Yes.
Ken, he also says, same old play, Monique. That's how most of our history has been lost, because they continue to black out or phase out our true history.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's so important to learn, because you know what, they tried to when we were coming up. in a certain grade levels, but now I don't think it's being taught, really being taught at all. I don't think it's real, you know. But like you said, they're trying to erase it. It's like they trying to just go ahead and, matter of fact, slavery as a whole, they trying to put that out of the mind of everybody. Like it just, I mean, like that was just something that just was just made up. I mean, period. You know, just that word, period. So yeah, it's so much the true history. I mean, when you sit down and like I said, you talk to some people in your family that know about it, and you can go ahead and read certain things. You can find out for yourself. And I'm telling you, it's good to know that some people within their heart and within themselves, they go ahead and do that research where they'll never forget about the true history of what we've been through. Yes, sir. Got the wife engineer here today. Yes, sir. Ballin with Rich. Yes, sir. I'm going to give a shout out to last week, 7 Steel. Yes, sir. Her and her crew was in the building. I was so glad to have them in the building. Her, BBW Boulevard. I didn't get a chance to see it yet. I got to talk to her. I'm hoping that my Tubi ain't messed up. I was trying to find it, unless, you know, but I know sometimes Tubi, they have so many movies come on at one time that maybe, you know, it might come on a day after or something like that. So be still looking out for BBW Boulevard. Yes, sir. All right. So what else going on, Ms. Engineer? I when I was looking through here,
I found this video here, and I want to get your opinion on it, because this kind of went viral too.
Okay, you gonna play it or?
Yeah, this one. I guess somebody else must have used it on their show, and I found this. I'm gonna play it.
Okay, go. Matter of fact, go ahead and play it right now. I'm about to play the video right now. See what's going on here.
Okay, hold on a second. Here it goes. I'm about to put you on mute.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Y'all, I'm in Kroger, and you would not believe the audacity some people have. Me and my husband are in the shopping. My husband, the baby. Miss the baby. We in Kroger shopping. We on the aisle now. I'm looking at stuff, and this woman is with another woman, and she's like, "Sir, excuse me, sir, can you reach this off the top shelf for me? We're short." I look at them, I look at him, he looked at me, he said, "Boo." The fact that he knew he needed permission to help these people, and the fact that they thought they could just ask him and he was gonna move for them. The audacity. Ain't that right, boo? That done tickled my soul. So I say that to say this. If you are in the store, married or single, by yourself, and you need help, and you notice that the man that you about to ask help from is with a woman, the correct thing to say is, "Excuse me, ma'am, is it okay if your husband can help me get something from the shelf?" Don't put that man in that weird situation, because my husband's like, he didn't flinch, he didn't move, he looked at me, and he like, "Boo," and we both knew what that boo meant. So, but have a good day.
That's fun.
Know what you think of that?
Who me? I'm gonna let you know what I think about it. I think she's wrong.
Yes, very.
I think she's wrong because I can't even tell you how many times me and you've been. I mean, we've been in the store millions of times. And somebody, you know, and not even. I mean, you know, not even, you know, out of disrespect or anything. You know, like you know, just if I say that, let me, you know, grab it.
Now, I have been, the one place that I tell you that happens to me is Walmart. You know, Walmart got the tallest shelves in the world. And I've been in, and it's been men with their girlfriends, with their women, and they see me struggling. And I don't even have to ask. Like, hey, let me get that for you. The wife don't say nothing. I'm like, girl, girl, what is? But that shows her insecurity.
Yeah, I was just about to say that let me know right away. That let me know right away. A couple times they done went to the store and some girl was like, yeah, and he kind of was like, let me, yeah.
But that's bad that he has to. He got to get my permission.
Yeah, that's that's.
It's just being a polite. Just because he helped them with something off the shelf and it's another one, that don't mean that they want him. That don't mean he want them. It's just being polite and a gentleman. What would be wrong if you see someone struggling, get some? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, when you look at that, it's a little. It goes deeper as far as her relationship. What done happened in some stores, and even then, I mean, like I said,
they ate her up in the comments. Ate her up, and I felt really bad because they ate him up too, and they made him because she made him look weak. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't do nothing unless he get permission for his wife, and that's not what relationships about. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And like I said, overall, just
and I mean, I'm all for respect. You know, whatever. I mean, I don't. You know what I'm saying. I'm respectful with people that have mates and stuff. You know what I'm saying. Like but if I was in that situation, I knew I needed help, I would have just asked somebody from the store, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, usually if somebody see me struggling, people will ask, and it be young people, and that shows that they just raised right. They're just being. It ain't like they trying to get with me. They just see somebody struggling and just get down and be like, "Hey, I'll get that for you." And I say thank you, and we go on our day.
And then that's what I'm saying. Give the wifey engineer a clap for that, yes, sir. But you know what? And even if you want to turn this thing around, let's turn it around. Let's turn it around the other way. Say like, let's turn it around the other way, and still get a solution. Say like the young the lady that needs something that she is eyeing this guy, even though she see him with somebody and she's like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have him get this for me so he can check me out or whatever. Say if that was the incident, what was to happen, and even if she was to come over there and say, excuse me, can you come help me and blah blah blah, I would still say, even if he was to help and even if she was to try to go deep with that dude should be still stronger to be like, you welcome, whatever, but you know, I'm with my missus or I'm with my girlfriend, I don't, I ain't going there in that direction with you. Just go ahead and grab that for you and call it, as a dude, you should go ahead and let him know where he's staying, that person where he's staying, even if she was trying something. So, I mean, overall, come on now. People just make stuff just so, I mean, seriously.
And the fact she just thought she was doing, like when they say, she thought she ate. She's sitting there recording the video and posting it like, yeah, I got, my man know, and they ate her up in the comments. Oh, they ate her up.
I know they're not like the same thing, but I don't know, for some reason watching that kind of remind. I know they're not related to each other, but in a way, kind of. I don't know why that kind of remind me of the episode of Fresh Prince when Fresh Prince was dating Vivica Fox, and when they went to the restaurant and and when she was asking him what you want to order, he had to put his head down. Remember, he had to put his head down. He was like, I want to. Couldn't even look up at her because the first time when they went, remember, she was like, Vivica went off at him like, I can't believe that you was looking at that woman like that. He looked like, huh?
Yeah,
like,
stop that. What? I mean, he there with, everybody know that show. Like, girl, ain't nobody trying to get with your man.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody haven't made a video about that one though. As far as going to like a restaurant and like a nice looking waitress come by and but. Yeah, like I said, people just need to be secure. You gotta be secure in your relationship, y'all.
Like I said, when she thought people was gonna be like, yeah, girl. No, they ate her up in the car.
Yeah, but like I said, overall, but like I said, we've been to malls, different places, and people, young ladies.
Like Richard, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember the night of the Poscas? I was like, Rich, go make sure they get to the car. Because it was so many women that were by themselves. It was dark outside. I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
Just being a gentleman, how you were raised, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean you trying to get with somebody or, you know, he'll open the door for somebody. I would expect you to do that because you how you were raised.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You trying to get with the lady, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta be more, ladies just gotta be more secure than that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah, but like I said, when stuff like when things like that happen, things probably didn't happen in their lives where it did. They wanted to go that route where just go let them. But the fella he done he was thinking he was trying.
You gotta make your ladies feel secure, whatever. But I'm like, but if somebody making you feel like that, you don't need to be with them though. You know what I'm saying? When you just thinking every time a woman comes say something, he trying to get with her. That's crazy.
Yeah, Robbie, she said, yeah, that's weird that he would have to ask. LOL.
Exactly. Like that's your child. Like you his mama.
And she also said, in my opinion, that means she's very controlling. Yeah, I believe that too, Robbie. Very controlling. Yeah, she had that camera looking around too. Like I run this piece.
Exactly. And that's why I say I felt bad because they dogged him out. They dogged him too. She made them dog him out.
Yeah, that's why I say some people they turn certain little things that's so innocent to me turn into something where you like, huh? Come on, y'all, come on, man. And like I said, for it to be that deep for her, it had to be a situation before where. The little flirting that went on when he was trying to help somebody that some flirting did go on or something. It had to be or something, but still, I mean, come on, man, you know. All right, got the wifey engineer. All right, got a question. 810-560-0658. Yes. All right. Matter of fact, like I said, it's the third week, isn't it? Third week of January?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Man, so next month, y'all, February, our birthday month, y'all. And we were just talking about that. And people know, like I know my brother Ken, who I talked to, you know, like his birthday in June, whatever. No, I'm just joking. But the things that we were talking about, how like, you know, in February, our birthdays, where it's like, we wish the atmosphere was the way it was, the way it be like in June. Yeah, we wish it was like, you know, because sometimes that's the one thing I always wanted, y'all, that I can never do. If I wanted to do it on my birthday, was have an outside birthday party in February. That would be nice. But yeah, but you know, it's so that's something how like the winter babies, certain things that you can't do that you know you wish you could do it. I mean, the only way you could, like maybe, you know, if you and a couple friends decide to go like on a cruise or something, or maybe visit Florida during your weekend or something like that, that's probably the only way, you know. But as far as, you know, if you wanted to be home or something and wanted to have something, it's kind of hard in the winter, y'all. Yeah. And you never know what Mother Winter gonna bring us, especially with us, because you know we all usually planning something for our birthday weekends, and it seemed like. And one thing I will say, the last couple of years that we've planned some stuff, even with the weather being, sometimes the weather held up, but I think I still say that one birthday that we had, I wanted to cry so bad. Joy. I wanted to cry for joy that one winter. Remember that one winter? I mean, it came down like 4 or 5 inches almost. Remember? Yes. And we was like, well, we got to go out. Well, we got to still go out because we done paid for this. And it just amazed me how all them people just still came out like that. I was like, oh my God, you know, they didn't have to, and I wasn't even expecting them to. I said, hey, I probably would have been like, Richard, man, I'll catch you next week. but yeah. So I mean, it's a big thing when your birthday's in the wintertime, that you be certain things that you really want to do. And you know, so that's why I don't like I said, I don't get upset at all. Like I think I heard a topic on the Rise and Grind one morning about they were saying something about in the I can't quite pinpoint it, but it has something to do about somebody that you're expecting to come to your party or event at an event that you have. Would you be upset if that person didn't show up, or are you that type of person, you know, like you invite certain people and if they can't come, then you kind of upset about it that they didn't show up or whatever. You know, that's one thing I'm not gonna trip out, even if my best friend could make it, you know. So things happen.
Yeah, things happen.
Now. I mean, that's if they tell you this. Now, if it's a situation where if that person was like, yeah, I knew it was your party, whatever, I just didn't want to come, you would kind of be like, oh, well, dang, I mean, but if things happen, seriously.
Yeah.
Even the little thing where I really want to go, but I'm just not, you're just not in that mood that you really want to go. It happens. It really do. It happens. Because I know it happened with me. A lot of times I want to go, even though I go to a lot of things with something, like, I got home from work. I want to make that effort, but I don't. Sometimes you should give people grace.
We had something a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just like, it was real. It had ended up getting bad out and everything. And I felt bad.
Gloria, going back to that, the lady with the video. Gloria said she probably the type to sit on the tub while he's on the toilet. I can just imagine that, Gloria, for real.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it probably is. He probably can't even sit in there and sit and read the paper without her sitting on the tub. Gloria, she said, I came on late. What happened to Malik? Gloria, I don't know. I text him. I thought everything was in gear. He texted me his picture, and he told me to text him the address. Gave him the address, and I texted him today. I asked him, was he still coming? I didn't get a response, so I just figured, I guess he probably ain't gonna make it. So I'll catch him another time. But it's such a small world. Small world. I met him a couple nights ago Ubering, and him and his friend was. What happened was him and his friend, they were in the back, and matter of fact, the radio was playing, and Jodeci was on, so he started singing a little bit, and so his friend was like, he's like, yeah, man. He said, man, that's what I love about you, man. He said, man, you be bringing it, man. He said, man, you should be out there, man. You should be doing your thing, man. You be singing, man. Out of all the people, man, you the brother. And then so he was complimenting his friend. He said, that's just like the rap. He said, man, when it comes to rapping, you the man, So I'm listening. So I'm like, oh, they talking about talent. That's what I'm about. So they were talking out loud in a way, I didn't want to interrupt their conversation. So I asked him, I said, you know what, man, you need to come on my podcast. I said, man, you singing like, cause I did hear him sing a little bit. He was singing. I was like, man, this brother, and I said, yeah, man, you should come on my podcast. And he was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, man, seriously. And he was like, oh, he said, man, I'm down with that. He was down, I said, bring your boy, rap. We can rap. We can do, So we'll catch up though. But it's such a small world that I found out that was your nephew. I was like, oh wow, such a small world. Like I said, you don't know. It's crazy how you run into people and you like, yeah, that's my such and such, and But we'll catch up. I'll catch up with them. Yeah. Robbie, going back to birthdays being in February, she said yes, not as festive for us winter babies. I know, Robbie, it's not.
Yeah.
The best that we can do, and sometimes, like I said, that's not good because you never know what the weather. Going out to eat. Sometimes you don't even know about that. Just getting everybody together, just go out to eat. It might be 3 or 4 inches that day. I'm like, all right. Shout out to my brother Tone. Man, Friday nights, man, y'all know where y'all need to be Friday nights, man, at 8 o'clock, man. Toxic Talk, man. You talking about them, man, them brothers are the real deal, man. Every time I think about them, I still think about them walking through the at the podcast, man, walking through that door. Man, I just wanted to stop. I'm serious. I wanted to stop what I was doing and just take a picture right there of them coming in, man. Them brothers were just crisp, clean, man.
Yes, clean.
Man. I know we got them on the schedule this year. We got it. Toxic Talk. They coming on here, man. I cannot wait. Them brothers, man, doing things on camera, off camera, man, community wise. Them the brothers, man. If y'all ain't watched their show, man, where y'all been? I know Friday is 8 instead of watching SmackDown, man. Y'all better be watching Toxic Talk, man. Gloria, she said, wow. She said, yep, that's Malik. That's okay, Gloria. We'll catch him. I'm gonna catch him. But it just you know what that made me think about Gloria though. Seriously, not saying that this would have been a blessing for him. I mean, but people seeing him, never know. You just never know.
Yeah.
Me and my friend, the one who I talked about earlier, the one who passed away, that's just like me and him. I'll never forget back in the day, me and him missed out on something like that. Me and him, we used to, back in the day, we used to do, remember me and Anthony, we used to do our little gospel rap. Yeah. We used to gospel rap. And shout out to, I was about to say, not Oscar Porter, but Oscar, June's son. Yeah. Oscar Hayes, excuse me, Oscar Hayes. Mm-hmm. Oscar Hayes, during that time, he was the big man as far as gospel and certain things, talent-wise. And so June, she knew my dad, and June, she knew about me and Anthony rapping, and so Anthony, so she was like, I want Oscar to just meet y'all, So Oscar, he ended up hearing a little bit of us and whatever. He was like, so he was like, I need for y'all to come to this. He said, I need for y'all to just come to this place or whatever, and I want y'all to, and it was like an opportunity. It was an opportunity, and I'll never forget we missed that. And I tried talking to him afterwards, and he was like, "Man, where y'all was?" He was like, "Man, he had it. I mean, no telling what could have happened. Mm-hmm. You just never know. You just never know. Somebody could have heard us and been like, "Man, hey, I like what they doing, but he saw something, but we missed the opportunity because we missed our appointed time. Sometimes you miss that appointed time. It's just, that's what I'm saying. But yeah. I'll tell you.
Maybe next time
Malik, you still coming on, brother, because you got the talent, man. I love, like I said, I love what I heard, man. Sometimes things happen in his own time. This might not have been the time. So, but you gonna come. All right. Tone said appreciate it. Much love, yes sir. Gloria, she said, I didn't know he could rap. Wow, I'm gonna have to talk to him. Well, Gloria, I think he was doing the singing part. He was singing. His boy was doing the rapping part. But he probably can. I didn't ask Malik if he could rap, but he definitely could sing. Now that singing part, I heard that. I was like, yeah. I was like, ooh, okay. All right. She said, yeah, you never know. It probably would have been a blessing for him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother still blessed. It's coming. Yes, sir. Even if it's not here, it's gonna be somewhere. But with us talking after I got his number and everything, and it's just hearing him, like. Man, and he even got, maybe right now wherever he at now, he might be saying like me and my friend said, like, man, we just missed out on some kind of opportunity, because he did say when we were talking, got the number, he was like, he said, you know what? His friend was like, man, this could be it, man. This could be, we trying to get out there, and I want you to get out. And I like the way they that's the one thing that I really like. How like somebody always want to talk about themselves, but his friend, they both were just like, yeah, they would compliment each other like, yeah, man, man, I want to see you, and he wanted, and that's what sparked my interest. I was like, man, they really, down for each other. I like that. I really like that, So yeah, it's gonna happen. They coming. They gonna come on. But today I got the wifey engineer of the year, y'all. Yes, sir. I love to mention that. Yes, sir. I said, I said, the wifey, I don't want her to be mad at me, because sometimes I be doing certain things where, I like to just be doing things, just be having fun. It ain't no intention to nobody, whatever. I had said this year at the podcast, I think I was going to wear the heavyweight championship belt around my waist, around my, come in with a belt. Do one of those Rasheed Wallace things. Shout out to Rasheed Wallace. I just saw an interview with him last week, and they was asking him about his experience here, and Rasheed one of us. We all do. Rasheed's one of us, even though he's not even from here. But he just, Rasheed, he loved it here, whatever. And he was just talking about how during that time when they wore them championship belts like that. It's kind of like they were kind of like the original guys that come up doing that in basketball. Yeah, and he was like, people were very offended by that. Well, as far, not fans, whatever, but like other teams, whatever, they didn't like that. They didn't like that. but hey, they were the champions. They were, Rasheed. That was my man. That's my man. I was glad we got a chance to meet him too that day. Yeah, real cool guy. Robbie, she said, Gloria, she said, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to hear him sing." he can sing, Gloria. Seriously, that little I heard, I was like, he can hold it. Unless I was hearing too much of the radio instead of him, but no, it was him though. Cause I was like, cause it's like he was starting. I forgot what Jodeci song was on, but he was kind of singing a little bit, then he stopped, and I was like, dang, I said, brother, okay, he was going with it. Robbie, she said, big bro, I think you should have a talent show. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Robbie. I'm gonna think about that one. Matter of fact, as far as talent shows, I got the opportunity this year, y'all. I think it's sometime in March or April. I'm gonna keep y'all abreast on it. But my nephew, his church, they're having a big talent show, whatever. And during that time, he said they were asking around like, dang, we want to find somebody, a nice host or whatever, that come in and just, or whatever. And he recommended me, y'all. So I'm gonna be hosting, y'all. Big talent show is coming up in March or April of this year. Can't wait. I'm gonna keep y'all. I would just love for y'all to just be in the audience. I know it's gonna be a big thing because I've been to that church a couple of times and they, man, and it's not gonna be just affiliated with people at their church. What it's gonna be, but just that atmosphere that I've been there a couple of times. Just I already know it's just gonna be it's gonna be nice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got the wifey engineer. Shout out to Miles Dixon and the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Y'all be sure Mondays through Fridays, y'all don't know what y'all something always gonna happen Monday through Fridays. Rise and Grind Morning Show. I'm telling you. And I know I joke about it. Monday through Fridays is the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Tuesdays is the Lake and Rise and Grind Morning Show. She's coming on here too this year, y'all. Yes, sir. Can't wait to have her on board. It's going to be a great year, y'all, as far as guests. Every year is great with the guests. It's going to continue to just keep on going. And this year I'm going to try to get some even more surprises. I'm still trying to get my girl on that. My favorite Big Brother person. I'm trying to get her. I'm going to get her. My daughter got her. So I was like, my daughter, I know I can get her. Yes, sir. All right. Ms. Hamilton said, good evening, fam. All right. Yes, sir.
What was that you said?
Jashir Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, fam. Tone, he said, give us the word. We definitely going to pull up for you all. Yes, sir, man. I can't wait for that day. Yes, sir. Boy, matter of fact, when Talk to Talk come in, I'm gonna have to get some security in here because them guys, they celebrities, man. People gonna be waiting at the door for them. Yes, sir. I mean, in a good way. In a good way.
Jay Cherise. I didn't know. Okay, that's what it's like.
Jay Cherise, yes. Jay Cherise. Oh yeah, Robbie. She said, make sure Kyle is in the show. He can really sing. Yes, I got to put Kyle on there somewhere. And shout out to him because like I said, it was an honor for him to. Back in October, when my father-in-law passed, he sung one of the solos in the service, and I tell you, man, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised because I always knew what Kyle. I hadn't heard him in a while though, but I mean, overall, I knew what Kyle bring. I know. But when he got out there and did what he did, it was just like, man, I stood up that whole song, man. The spirit just hit me. I was just like, man, this Kyle, man. Man, forget Luther Vandross. And that's my boy, respected Luther. Kyle Kennedy, y'all. Kyle Kennedy. All right. What's Calvin? What's his saying? Hey, man. Say, man. That brother, you talk about a talented producer, a talented guy, Calvin Deals, y'all. Yes, sir. Calvin, he gonna stop by one Sunday. You gotta get Calvin. Come on by. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So like I said, man, even if I just even for the whole year, that's how much I just the podcasting family, man, they so talented in the different things they do. If I just had them on my show for just a whole year, man, that'd be a successful year in itself, for real. Oh man, and don't forget about my brother on Tuesday nights, Kevin, talking ish with my boys. Yes, sir. Oh man. It's so many, man. Yes, and like I said, it's so many people that I know that wasn't familiar with podcasts, that they be tuning in too. They be like, "Dang, Rich, why you tell me about this show?" That I was like, "I do be telling you this." They just happen to just see the notification. They're watching and they be in it, you know.
Yes.
Like I said, just so many. I gotta give it. That's who I should have had on the show today, but I'm gonna see her Tuesday. Shout out to my girl Lauren Lewis, y'all. About to get ready to celebrate her anniversary, y'all. In Detroit City Deals this Tuesday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man, that young lady there, he told when it comes to business and bringing the community together, bringing people together, don't nobody do it better than Miss Lauren Lewis, y'all. Yes, sir. I can't wait to be able to celebrate with her Tuesday. Detroit City Deals, man. I mean, Detroit, should have been Detroit the real deal City Deals. Yes, sir, because she is, yes, sir. Shout out to my brother on Mondays. I love watching him on Monday nights, y'all. Y'all be chill on Monday nights, especially since Monday Night Football. For some of y'all people that just be into the Monday Night Football, since it's going away Monday nights, another substitution for you would be my brother, Big Flex, y'all. Yes, sir. I'm Monday nights, 9 o'clock, y'all. Cause you know I be off on Mondays. I got my Mondays back. I can hear Robbie saying "boo" now. I got my Mondays back. So it's like going into Tuesday to work, watching my brother what he bring or whatever on his show and the things that they talk about, whatever. It just bring in the Tuesday for me. That start my week to Tuesday, bringing in good. So Big Flex, y'all. Shout out to him. Yes, sir. Got so many. All right. Got a question or a comment? How we look on time as engineer?
Probably another 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Miss Engineer, one thing I definitely want to ask you too. Going back to her husband, y'all, Genuine. I gotta go back to that because I was, you know, that's another thing. I'm happy for it because it like I said, it's so cool to meet your favorites, man. You get a chance to, your favorite celebrity you follow, who you just really admire, or singer, anybody, just to get a chance just to meet them, you know, a couple minutes to talk to them or whatever. I mean, that's really cool, you know. I know I always tease her about it. Like I said, I know that second picture gonna be in that corner. You walk into our kitchen. Well, it's so funny. You walk through our kitchen and walk to the living room. Boom! It's right there. That picture.
One may say it's my genuine shrine.
Genuine shrine. Yeah. So she got another picture going to the shrine, y'all. But that was cool. I was glad you went out and enjoyed yourself. You know, and then with your favorite people too. You know, I mean, you got a lot of more favorite people too. But just your sisters. You know, yeah. So is he? Matter of fact, you know what? I'm about to start being like that woman, y'all, in the that woman in the supermarket with her husband helping out. I don't know, Genuine keep coming back here. I don't know why he keep coming back here. Nah, Miss Monique. No. He coming back again for another concert, y'all. Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool though when an artist or any kind of talent, they love the D is. I'm telling you, the D. If you can perform in the D, you can perform anywhere. Seriously, when you bring your talent here, if the D love you, you go. I'm telling you, you set.
Yeah, and I really like Motor City. To me, it's a more intimate venue, and like I said, it's it was like we were right there, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I really, I like people, and then it's not so, it's not the purse policy and all that stuff. So sometimes that take away from it. You come in the Fox, and you gotta. Your purse, they be sending you back to the car.
I heard they be tripping now with the Fox. Yeah. Now you better. It's good.
A little bit more organized at Little Caesars, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes that can turn you off.
The only thing with Little Caesars, you got to be accurate too, though, as far as like purses and things, or whatever. Because a couple of times me and Monet, when we went to the wrestling matches, and that time, they really be looking. Like that woman, I was like, huh? That woman gonna tell Monet that night. She was like, oh, your purse missed it by an inch. I was like, are you serious? She was like, if your purse was just a little, she would have told her she couldn't bring it. I was like, are you serious? I was like, she might as well not be able to bring this in then. Come on now. And I thought she was joking. We was sitting up there laughing. She was like, no, I'm serious. They just real strict about that. I'm like, wow, really? Come on now. And they kind of like that too at the Tigers game too. The Tigers game, they done got kind of, when it comes to the purses, yeah. But
I do like it in motor soundboard,
Yeah. All right. Shout out to Yusuf Moreau. Said, "What up, good people?" All right. Yes, sir. Shout out to my brother Kevin. I mentioned him earlier. He watching. Yes, he said, "What up, family?" Yes, sir. I'm gonna mention it again. Talking ish with my boys. One of my favorites, y'all. One of my favorite shows. I tell you. Kevin, nobody bring it like Kevin. He gonna tell you if you like it his way or not. He gonna tell you. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. All right. So, Miss Wife Virginia, besides Genuine, who you listening to now? Who are you listening to now? Some of the people that
you know what I like.
Some of your favorite.
I have family in the South. So what I'm really happy about is that the Southern Soul and the blues is blowing up.
That's right. Yeah, y'all getting ready to go to that. Y'all going that
I
March?
usually go to the Motor City Blues Fest. I'm gonna go to that this year too because I missed it last year because my dad was ill and everything, and I didn't do a lot last year. But shout out to even Snoop when he performed at that game on was that Christmas?
Yeah, that was Christmas.
Yeah, he had a Southern Soul artist was on the stage with him. And people probably didn't know. Yeah, I found out later who it was. I think what really has helped the Southern Soul and people blow up is definitely King George. King George. His song was so popular and it went viral. Snoop was singing it and dancing to it, and then Nelly, a bunch of people. So he really is helping them blow up. And then also the line dancing, trail rides, boots on the ground, those people. And that guy that was on stage with Snoop, he has a song that's he has a popular line dance to that. And I think Snoop actually put out a whole album of Southern Soul. That's really cool. I like
we never got a chance to talk about that, but that's another thing too. Remember, there was a lot. Well, there was quite a. They weren't even split. I heard a lot of people. I was looking at them. Maybe I didn't look a lot of the information on it, but it was a lot of people that I saw that night. They were saying they didn't, and I think it had more to do not because of the performance. And a lot of people they don't fell out with Snoop for that's what I think it really was, to be honest. But there was a lot of people saying, I liked the performance. It was versatile. I liked it that he had different.
It was unexpected because when Beyonce performed, it was just her. Mostly, she had some people come on, but they were featured on her album. She had a lot of country artists, black country artists come on, but they were on her country album. And Snoop just had a variety of everybody.
Yeah, that's what.
I was surprised because I thought it was a lot different than I thought it was gonna be.
But that was the thing. But that was the thing though. He represented each. He had a little rap on. He had a little rap on there, and I think a lot of people thought that's all that they was gonna see. But
Like I said, I was surprised.
I like the way he just, it was something different, I liked it. I really did. I liked it.
But I really like a lot of the Southern Soul people because. It's some other guy that's out, and he's actually gonna be at that concert that's coming up. His song is called "Gas Station Love" something, and I said, oh, okay, because I was trying to figure out, I'm like, who is this? And I looked his music up, and his song is really popular. So I hope they get their props. It's hard to categorize because they probably aren't gonna play it on. I wish they would get a station because it's not hardcore blues, but it's kind of R&B but more bluesy. So it's hard to find a spot for you to play it. Now they play Boots on the Ground on
Lord.
But I'm I don't really hear
Boots on the Ground. I liked it, but boy, they know they played that. I was like, man.
I'm happy to see that because like I said, I got family in the South, and that's all they listen to. Those blues artists.
Yeah,
it's funny because when me and my sister started going to that blues festival. When we went before, it was a lot older, the old school artists there. Now it's all the younger Southern Soul blues artists that are on the thing now.
I bet you. Cool. I can see Punkin. I bet she be having a good time. Don't she? I bet I can see Punkin up. Hey, I can see her when you were on live when you showed a little bit of the Genuine concert and she was up. I was like punking up on the Genuine concert.
Yeah.
Yusuf Monroe says Snoop always go outside the box and test his limits. He do.
Oh, yeah,
he really do. Yeah, that's one thing I like about him.
That's what I can say about Snoop. Snoop done. You think about it, he's done a reggae album. Snoop's done a gospel album. Oh my gosh, he's done. He's
cooking with Martha Stewart.
That's what I was about. He cooking with Martha Stewart.
Snoop done that. Been involved in a lot of things.
I'm admit I was upset that he did that concert because I was like, Snoop ain't got to do that. So I don't really know what his reasoning was for doing it. I mean, but I love Snoop. I don't think he is endorsing Trump or anything, whatever. But I mean, I wouldn't have. That probably wasn't the best decision to do that because I know that it was a big controversy this weekend because Nelly and Ludacris were supposed to be at this country festival. Okay. And some of the people that are and the people that put it together, they like big Trump people and crazy radical people that spoken out. So both of them pulled out. I know Ludacris pulled out for sure. But yeah, because they were like about to give him a lot of flack for that too. Yeah. So, but I still like Snoop though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I still like Nelly. Still my brother. Yeah. I mean, just there are some people, you know what, you got to realize, seriously, I mean, you just got to be real about it. A lot of them guys behind the scenes, they good friends. They've been before this stuff, a lot of this stuff come out, they some of the rich friends that they just hung out. That's just like even before Trump got into politics, a lot of them rappers and stuff coming out or whatever, they used to hang with Trump towers, they used to be, and just it's just it's all about it's just all about the individual.
I get why people are upset. You gotta, with all this going on, you do gotta stand up, and sometimes everything not about money, just going to perform and make money. Stuff that's what people's issues are were, and then I think what people got mad at Snoop about is that he was going in on Trump back in, like when he ran before, really going in on Trump, and then he ended up, doing that. But like I said, he's never really came out and said he was supporting him or whatever. But I wouldn't do it if he was offering me to come and do stuff or any Philly.
Well, this is a good one. What if Genuine came out tomorrow and said, what, I'm behind Trump, I'm a big Republican. Genuine, your boy, your favorite. If he was tomorrow, he'd be like, yes, I'm for Trump. I'm with everything he wants. Yes.
Nah, he ain't gonna
no, you saying no, but I'm just asking the question. What if he did? I mean, since you saying these other people, are...
Like I said, I'm not...
Monique is the undercover Republican, y'all.
No.
She be like, you said he cried tonight, you be like him, like, he turned on me.
No, I just think about what's been doing, and that's what I say, like, the artist have to think about how the comment, how what he's doing is affecting the common everyday person. You know what I'm saying? You rich already. You know what I'm saying? That you going to perform at that little thing ain't gonna make or break you. And all this going on in the country and stuff. I just no. I wouldn't have done it.
Robbie, she said I was extremely upset he did that, and she said absolutely Monique 100.
Yes.
Whatever, Robbie. I was just joking.
All money ain't good money.
And
that's what I was talking about earlier. Everybody. That's the thing. Everybody used to come together. Everybody used to stand, together and come when stuff wasn't right.
Yeah. But what about?
I mean, you can. I'm not saying you can't, support. If you want to support, that's your business.
But what about this though? What about you saying? I mean, I know I agree with that. All good money ain't good money. But what about that person that's not supporting him, but they have a chance to just get that money and do something good with it, but they're not supporting him? Like just like my girl, who back that first time when he was running. She wasn't on that show to I mean I know she wasn't on that show to support him. She was on that she really needed that money and she wanted to use that money. Yeah, she wanted to use that money, for and people sometimes you could take something that you thinking that's not that people is thinking that and you could turn that around for good. I mean not saying
did she? I ain't never heard she turned it around.
Well, it was good for her. She needed the money. I mean,
but again, like Rich, let's just say, like, if it was just something you against, it's just like, dang, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Are you just doing anything for money? These are people that are now a smaller artist. I can almost understand Snoop don't need a ounce of that money. Snoop rich already. So I'm saying it's not, what I'm saying? You gotta, like, all money ain't good.
Well, it's not, but since you're going there though, now come on now, you saying small artists, but not saying, not what if the small artists, if they not, you trying to seem like you trying to say the small artists, even if they not for him, if they went over there, you still be like, oh man, what you doing over there, Yeah. So I mean, it's all about the individual and what their needs are. I'm surprised she gave me the wonk on that. But yeah, Robbie, she said it hurts my heart when my people of all people supports his old racist self.
Yes, thank you, Robbie. Thank you.
Give Robbie the wonk for that. No, I was just joking. I was just messing with you. I just said it's Silly Sunday too, so hey, I'm just throwing that in there. It's Robbie Bowie, yes sir. My sister, yes sir.
We want to get out of here.
Oh, okay, we're gonna have to get on out of here.
Okay, well just read Robbie's comment.
Okay, and she said, find another way to get some money, big bro. I'm gonna get the cane and purse on you. Uh-oh. That's why I want to get Robbie on the show. I want her to talk about that purse, y'all. Y'all gotta beware of that purse. When she talk about swinging that purse, all right. But I got my weapon, the cane, though. That inside joke with me and Robbie. We've been going back and forth with that cane and that purse. Miss Wifey Engineer, before we go, anything you want to, anything from the heart, definitely lead the people out there. Anything.
Just like I said, it's Reverend King's birthday celebration tomorrow. Keep his dream alive. Just think of all the sacrifices those before us have made for us, and and just always think about if they're people looking at you and like, what would Dr. King say? Am I doing the right? You know what I'm saying? You just think about that. Just anybody, what would they say? Would they be proud of me? Always just think about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but keep his dream alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's just my final thought. Definitely. To add on as far as Dr. King, I thank God for him and his life, the things that he did. For mankind, for our race and mankind. Just him just being who he was. Like at one time, Dr. King, and that's what they wanted to do. Like some people who, like you said, I agree, definitely, all good money ain't good money. Because a lot of them back in the day, they said, hey, Dr. King, man, we give you this, we give you that, man. Stop talking about that stuff, man. Man, you could be over here making all this or whatever. No, Dr. King, he was still, who he was. He was still in the neighborhoods, the hood, like we call it, still doing his, for the betterment of our people, and just doing what he was just ordained to do. Like I said, he didn't have to. And like I said, I thank God for him and the progress that's been made now. And tomorrow, even some of you guys that's off, even if not doing nothing, do something in his honor. And it could just be going out with some friends where they'll celebrate something, or just grabbing the book or looking at one of the good documentaries or something. Anything, just overall, come together. That's it. Come together. You know, because, man, I'm telling you, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry, man. We are strong people. Always been. From the beginning to now, always been. No matter what we've been going through, you know. And you know, I'm with the philosophy of Dr. King too. I'm for my people, but I'm for all people. You know, definitely our people, but for all people. And let's just come together, y'all. This is the year to come together. So much stuff going on. I got one more comment. Freedom fighters come in all forms. He was definitely one. Yes, sir. That was a good way to end it. Yusuf, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Engineer. This is Ballin' with Rich, episode 234. And I'm so glad to have you guys in here. Thank you for everybody that comment. Thank you for everybody watching. We'll be definitely back next week. And one thing I love to say before I end the show. See, what do I say, Ms. Engineer? What do I say before I end the show?
If you ain't ballin', you ain't living.
She got it. Yeah. Okay.
If you ain't ballin' with the wifey engineer, you ain't living.
Like Miles say, the wifey engineer. I love what Miles say. If you ain't balling, you ain't living. You ain't balling with the wifey engineer. You ain't balling with Dr. King's holiday, y'all. You ain't balling with peace among one another. You not living, y'all. Let's have a good time and just enjoy life, y'all. And we are out of here, y'all. Peace. Go Chicago Bears. I know my niece gonna be calling me in a minute. Go Bears.